Yo, what's up YouTube? It's Garrison here and welcome back to the channel. So today I just finished checking out Rosé's MV for On The Ground, which was an absolute masterpiece and a half, I'd have to say. I'm pretty sure we can all agree to that, but here I am now to check out Rosé's B-side on her single album, of course, titled Gone. Now, full disclaimer, I have pretty much listened to this song when Rosé performed it on the show Blackpink's concert, of course, that was streamed on YouTube, but I felt like I needed to do this video anyways to really share my overall thoughts about this song, this amazing but emotional B-side, I'd have to say, but from Rosé. I remember it being emotional, and the other thing being very meaningful with the acoustic guitar as the main point of the instrumental. But with that being said, let's just get into it, shall we? Alright, so I brought up Rosé's song here, Gone. Let's go.
That you remember, but it seems that you forgot. It's hard for me to blame you when you were already lost. Oh yeah, I'm tired of always waiting. Oh yeah, yeah. I see you change your number, that's why you don't get my calls. I gave you all I mean, now you don't wanna be involved. Oh yeah,
just the strumming and the plucking of the guitar here.
I just wanna be the one, but to you already
the emotion.
Why'd you have to hit and run me? Now I'm all alone crying ugly.
The lines that Rosé's putting out here.
Now it's 8 in the morning, all because of you. Another story that's sad and true. I can feel the pain, can you? You had to be the one to let me down, to cut me through. Hate to see you with someone.
Sorry, let me bring it back. I sort of want to touch part, like, even further back here, right here, where she goes, "You broke my heart just for fun, took my love and just left me numb. Now it's 8 in the morning, hate in the morning, all because of you." Now, first things first, let me just get this out of the way. The rhyme scheme that's going on, right? It's clearly evident, and now that I'm hearing this song for the second time, it is evident. And yeah, because the first time around I've heard it when she performed it on the show, but now that I'm hearing now for the second time, this sort of got me reminded of what I heard on Rosé's title track, of course, On The Ground, but different rhyme scheme, of course, right? But it just really amazes me how she's putting out these meaningful lyrics, but really keeping a rhyme scheme going, you know what I'm saying? And just how she puts out these lines right away in the song, and there really depicts the feelings of heartbreak, you know, and end up turning, like this part here, "Took my love and just left me numb." It's always the case. You end up feeling empty, and you just feel numb after the fact. And then later on Rosé goes, and then she goes, "I can feel the pain, can you? You had to be the one to let me down, to color me blue." Oh my goodness. The emotion, how she also projects herself, everything about this so far, right from the get-go. I really admire and appreciate this side that we've gotten from Rosé herself, of course. Let's just continue this. Enough talk from me.
I can feel the pain, can you? You had to be the one to let me down, to cut me through. Hate to see you with someone new. I'll put a curse to her and you. Ain't no looking back now, you're dead and gone. My love is gone.
how she drags the word gone here.
Standing all alone, and I'm searching for something, but I can't feel nothing. I pack my bags and go. This don't feel like home. Too much darkness for a rainbow. I feel so used. How am I supposed to live without you? I refuse. Yeah, I just wanna be the one. But
Wow, we gotta bring it back there. I'm sorry for the brief pause, but even before packing the bags, when she goes right here, all my love is gone and the hate is gone. I'm standing all alone and I'm searching for something, but I can't feel nothing. It really furthers and really depicts that feeling of heartbreak and breakup and all with a significant other. One is just the part of moving on where you feel like there's nowhere to go, right? You're all alone and you try to search for something, but at the end of the day you can't even feel nothing at all. You feel numb, and it's just a hard process, a hard step in recovering, right? And then she continues.
Standing all alone, and I'm searching for something, but I can't feel nothing. I
packed my bags and go on. This don't feel like home. Too much on the swaying boat. I feel so used. How am I supposed to live without you? I refuse. Oh my. So you don't literally, of course, right? You literally don't like pack your bags after breakup. Maybe if you're living with a significant other one at the time, but it's just tying along to the lyrics of this doesn't feel like home. I feel like I'm middle of nowhere right now, right? And then when it goes to the part with the too much on the swaying boat, oh wow, that really speaks different levels, because now everything is uneasy. Everything is not stable. I feel very uneasy. I feel like everything's going wrong. Everything's going downhill, right? And then it goes, I feel so used, right? How am I supposed to live without you? I refuse. There's that denial part, right? Oh my goodness.
This don't feel like home. Too much darkness for a rainbow. I feel so used. How am I supposed to live without you?
How she drags her lines a bit too.
I wanna be the one, but to you already done. Tell me, why'd you have to hit and run me now?
The why'd you hit and run me hits me every time as well.
My love and just left me numb. Now it's 8 in the morning, 8 in the morning, all because of you. Another story that's sad and true. I can feel the pain, can you? You had to be the one to let me down, to cut me through. Hate to see you with someone new. I'll put a curse to her and you. Ain't no looking back, now you're dead and gone. My love is gone too. All my love is gone. All my love is gone. All my love is gone.
What can I say? What can I say? Rosé, I am just so thankful for her really showing this side to her with Gone, and I felt like after listening to On the Ground earlier, I really love how On the Ground and Gone hit differently in terms of emotion, right? And of course, both having different messages and meanings at the same time. And oh wow, it's just the song is something to think about. Both songs, after listening to both of them, it's got me speechless, and I I really hope to see more from her. Whether it's solo, both solo, and of course, full on group comebacks more often in the future. Only all we can do is really hope. But I feel like this is a great start to her solo career, uh, and all. And thinking about who has taken part behind the scenes with Rosé herself on the ground, like John Bellion, and then for this one, I would say Lauren and and Teddy took part, and then Rosie, of course, had a good amount of influence on her own tracks, of course, as she's that talented. I feel like she is doing something different. I've never heard a debut like this in the K-pop scene before. Definitely not the typical K-pop sound and route, which I do appreciate when it comes to any honestly solo releases by any solo artist. As for some reason, I said this before, it just doesn't hit the same way as you hear that typical K-pop sound or that trendy sound on whether it's a co-ed group, boy group, or a girl group. It's just different, what I'm saying? And how I also love how this is pretty much different from what we usually hear from Blackpink. She's really setting out and already establishing what she's all about and who she's all about as a solo artist, of course, and really showing her vocal colors throughout On the Ground and for Gone. And it's sort of in some cases with the lyrics and the rhyming here and there really reminds me of what Taylor Swift has done in the past. I'm not sure as of recently, as I haven't been keeping up with Taylor Swift and all the other artists in the Western scene as much these days. But I'm feeling a bit of that T Swift influence, maybe. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that Rosé copied T Swift at all, but I'm feeling a bit of that influence. But aside from that, a bit of influences as well from the respective singer-songwriters and individuals who's worked with Rosé. But I can really feel her own individual flair throughout both songs, of course. But let me know how you felt about Gone by Rosé. I think it couldn't get better than this, honestly. Very, very meaningful, and it's a breakup song, and it's a breakup song that I feel like we can appreciate and love for, and admire for, even though we may not have been through a breakup, or we're single and been single and such. But wow, Rosé has really done it. Really congrats to her. But be sure to like, share, and maybe subscribe if you enjoyed this video. It helps out the channel so much, and it just warms my heart connecting with y'all in the comments section down below with fellow Blinks. and such, talking about Rosé, Blackpink, and K-pop in general, of course. But as always, have a great day, have a good night, have a good afternoon, wherever you are, and peace.